Since President Vladimir Putin invaded Ukraine, the broadside has been swift to their fortunes, and Russia's billionaires feel the heat. According to the Bloomberg Billionaires Index, Russia's super-rich has lost $83 billion. They rank among the 500 wealthiest people in the world. The market declines were so severe that Russia's central banking halted local trading recently. This means some losses have been understated. After sanctions were imposed by the US, UK, and other countries, shares of Russian-listed companies in London, including Novatek, a gas producer, and Severstal, plunged more than 0.5%. EU joined the UK in banning Russian-owned private aircraft from its airspace. It is now more challenging to fly in their Bombardier, Gulfstream, and Boeing jets. The UK fast-track legislation would make it more difficult for them to purchase high-end London property. This legislation would require foreign property owners not to hide behind holding companies but rather reveal their identities. The EU adopted sanctions against some Russian ultra-wealthy. This includes metals tycoon Alisher Usmanov and Alpha Group owners Mikhail Friedman, Petr Avin, and steel magnate Alexei Mordashov. These sanctions will also affect Putin's longtime spokesperson Dmitry Peskov and senior military officers and state media figures. The latest round of targeted sanctions, combined with existing sanctions in the USA and UK, suggests that governments might be seeing Russia's wealthy elite as another pressure point as Putin invades Ukraine. Russia's $1.5 trillion economy is already suffering from sanctions. These sanctions targeted key banks and could prevent Putin access to most $640 billion central bank reserves. These restrictions have caused havoc on Russia's markets and may harm some of its most enormous fortunes. Vagit Alekperov, chairman of Lukoil PJSC, has seen his net worth fall by approximately $13 billion this past year. According to Bloomberg's Wealth Index, this is the largest drop among 22 Russian billionaires. London-traded shares of the oil company fell by 62.8% Monday. Gennady Timofeychenko, one of the first oligarchs to receive UK sanctions, has seen his net worth plummet to $10.6 billion. Leonid Mikhelson, a Novatek shareholder, has had $10.2 billion taken from his wealth by 2022. Roman Abramovich is one of the most prominent billionaires, with assets that include a stake at Everest plc steelmaker and Chelsea Football Club. Abramovich gave control to Chelsea FC trustees. A spokesperson stated that Ukraine also approached him to broker peace with Russia. Apart from the football team, which is estimated to be worth more than $2 billion, many of his assets are listed abroad or on foreign exchanges. Everest's stake is listed in London. AFC Energy plc and Velocities plc are his holdings, and his position in tech company Index is listed in the USA. His real estate holdings include properties in Israel, France, and London's Billionaire Row. According to New York property records, he sold a massive mansion on the Upper East Side for his ex-wife in 2018. According to Bloomberg's Wealth Index, 55 years old, Abramovich is not on the UK sanctions list. His net worth is $13.9 billion. This figure is down about $5 billion from last year.